So today's signal, I hit one SL. So let's get into the mistake that I make so that we can learn together. So first of all, we need to find the highest zone here. Okay, highest zone, we're gonna use weekly. So if you change to weekly, you can see this is a bearish engulfing where a white candle able to eat this yellow candle. So first of all, we can mark the highest zone here, the highest part of the weekly zone. So after we mark the highest part of the weekly zone, will look something like this. Okay, the highest part. Okay, of course this is a daily bearish engulfing, so price respect to the zone also, but we don't talk about that today. So the price respect to the daily zone and then drop, and then now the price come to the highest part of the weekly zone. So how to do this? How to re-entry here? So first of all, when the price come to the line of the last layer here, actually we can entry and take some profit away. Okay, it's about 20 pips. But if you entry, if you want to hold for bigger and good risk reward ratio and worthy entry, so you entry at here or anything around here, near to the last layer here. Okay, and then you just set your SL 30 pips away from the highest point of the weekly zone. Okay, for example, this is 1807.93, so you can set your SL 1810.93. so your SL gonna be here, so you won't hit SL and then the price pound 100 pips. So this is the way how we do it. And then now we go to H4 time frame. We try to find a buy zone here and buy zone here. So we cannot see any buy zone here. We only can see there is a bearish engulfing and this zone gonna turns into buy zone. Okay guys, so we change to 1 hour time frame. Okay, actually we can take some scalping from that because the sell zone already turns into buy zone. So actually we can take some scalping. If you change to lower time frame, you can see it. Okay, you can saw the setup there. Okay guys, so I'm gonna change to lower time frame. Okay, now the price come to here. If you mark the zone there, the price come to here and then have about 15 pips going up, and then the second zone there will have another rejection, so you can take some profit from here again. Okay guys, so if you change to H4, they're gonna be first zone gonna be this bearish engulfing, sell zone turns into buy zone, so you can take about 15 pips, and then here another zone, so you can take another bounce there. Okay guys, and then we change to H1. We can see here we have two bullish engulfing zone, 1 and 2. So if you want to use, you just mark the zone like this, and then you cut the zone into half so that we can entry at here. So if you change to lower time frame, you can see the rejection there. Okay, now this is the second H4 bearish engulfing, the second zone, so we can take some profit from here. If you entry, this is just for scalping, and then this is the H1 zone, bullish engulfing zone. The zone is big, but we cut into half, so we entry at here and we can take the profit here. Okay, so you can get 1-to-1 risk ratio, meaning we entry at the middle, our SL will be below here, and then our TP can be above here. So it's 1-to-1 risk ratio is worth. Okay guys, so this is the way how we entry. So I'm gonna change back. Okay, now the mistake I made here, because I accidentally draw my zone something like this. I using 30 minutes and I accidentally draw my zone something like this. Okay, this is a bullish engulfing zone. So, and then I cut the zone into half. So this is why I accidentally do the zone here. So we entry here and we hit SL at 1777, I believe. Okay guys, so actually not this kind of zone. So we're gonna use the zone using H4. So H4 zone actually is like this. The yellow candle eat the white candle, correct? And this zone we cut into half. The upper part already been used, so the lowest part haven't been used. So we need to cut the zone into half, and then we use only the lowest area here. Okay guys, so when the price come to the zone, so I give the wrong signal and we hit SL. I'm very sorry for that, but we can recover very easily using our good risk ratio and worthy entry, guys. Okay, so when the price come to the lowest part here, the zone here, lowest part, so we can entry layer. We can start to layer. And where should we put SL? Should be 30 pips away from the zone here. So 1774.49, we're gonna put at 1771.49. So this is gonna be our SL. Okay, somewhere at here. And then we won't hit SL, and then the price will give a retracement minimum. So we can take some profit from here. It's 40 pips, it's 30 pips. So our risk ratio can be 1-to-1 because we entry at the bottom here, correct? The line here. Around the line here. So our SL will be at here, 1771.4. And then our risk ratio 1-to-1 will be about here, 1777 something. So it's worth for we to entry. We can take 1-to-1 risk ratio. So actually we can win the trade, but because of my own mistake, so we hit the SL. But doesn't matter, we respect to SL, okay guys? Respect to the SL is very important. We cut first and then we can recover back very easily. If I don't respect to the SL, if the price still drop without stopping, come back a little bit and then drop again, so if you're still holding the higher layer, is not worth. Okay guys, we have to cut at 1777. Okay, so that we cut only about, if you enter at the first layer to the last layer, I think is about 70 pips. But it depends on your layer. If you are new guy or maybe newcomer, you only entry one layer. When you hit, you only hit one SL. But for beginner, I recommend you don't entry too much. 1 to 3 layer, including your first entry. Okay, for the people already know how to trade and very pro already, you can layer according to your own needs. Maybe you layer only one at the highest place because not very good price. So when the price drop and near to the SL, you can entry many lot, many entry, many layers, because the price is come near to the SL. If you hit SL only 10 to 20 pips, so it's worth to go bigger lot, correct? So you have to understand the technique of the layer first before you do layer. If you don't understand, you only go for one entry plus one layer. Okay, one entry, maybe you entry at 1783 or maybe 1784. And then when you layer, when the price is near to 1777, maybe 1779 or 1780, and then you layer one only. So and now you will only hit 2 entry SL. So it's very easy for you to recover. Okay, for example, set up something like this. When the price come to the H4 zone, the bottom here, because upper part already been used, I repeat again, H4 zone should look like this. This is a demand buy zone, and this is a burger of H4. So the upper part here already been used, so we cut the zone into half. Okay, we always entry at the better or maybe the best zone below here. So the big zone H4 we cut into half. So actually we can also entry here. We can take the profit. But if not, then we can use the lower part that haven't been used. So when we entry here, okay, when we entry here, which I change to lower time frame, like say 5 minutes. So when the price come near to the line or maybe touch the line, we can start to entry and layer 1 or 2 maybe. And then our SL is only 1771 something. So if you hit SL, you only take about I think it's about 30 pips or 20 pips. It depends on your entry. But if we take TP, we can take to 1777 something or maybe more. Okay guys, so it's very easy for we to recover. So if you recover, you put also 2 layer, meaning you can take back 60 to 70 pips. And the setup just now, if you put 2 layers only, meaning you will hit 170 pips and one about 30 to 40 pips. Okay, let's say 110 hit SL total. 110, 70 plus 40 pips, 110. But in the setup something like this, you can take back Okay, about 70 pips, 30 pips plus 40 pips. So it's very easy to recover. And then next setup, entry again, you can take back your money. Or maybe you put 3 layers, you already recover your losses. Okay guys, so layers is when you know what you are doing, then you can use layer. If you don't understand what is layer, you only entry one. Okay, if you hit SL, it's only one. When you take TP, you only one. Okay, that is the good way for a trader. If you don't understand layer, you only go for one entry. So when I give a signal 1784 to and then SL 1777, so you can choose to entry at the middle. Like say the price come to 177 at 1 and you entry 1. And then you don't layer, you just let the market run. So if hit SL, you're gonna hit about 40 pips. And next setup, you entry again, okay? You can just wait until the price move and then you can take back your money. Very simple. You just count in your mind or maybe in your heart, you just calculate your SL and TP should be 1 to 1. If you entry only for one entry, you don't layer, you just entry one. Okay guys? If you don't understand entry, the layers, if you don't know how to use layer, you don't use first. You only go for one entry guys. Okay? When you want to learn about entry layers, you go for one entry plus one layer only. So you cannot MC and you cannot web your account like that. Okay guys, you got me? So today's signal is my mistake, so I apologize to you. It's very sorry. Okay, no more next time because I accidentally marked the zone of M30. Oh my god. This is a very silly mistake where M30 zone cannot be used. Because why cannot be used the M30? Okay, M30 zone at the bottom here. Why we cannot use? Okay, very simple. Because this is a weekly zone. A weekly power can kill the layer at the top here. So the price can drop to here. This is gonna be the pit stop of weekly. So anything that near to the top of the drop, the zone cannot be used except H4. Minimum is H4. So the pit stop gonna come to the H4 zone. So any zone at the middle here cannot, the price won't respect that. Can you see? Okay, so that's why I only use H4 zone. H4 zone is super good. So if you want to use M30, it's okay. But we have to find M30 in the zone of H4. Okay? So when we find a zone here, we can find here. We can find here. We have a zone here, bullish engulfing. We have dominant break, bullish engulfing here. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3 zone. Okay guys, so 3 zone combined, where is the best place? Will be the area around orange line here. Okay, so if you want to use M30, you want to use lower time frame zone, you have to use H4 as reference. So let's correct this mistake and we grow together, we learn together. So this is my mistake. So once again, very sorry guys. So we wait for tomorrow and we recover and take some profit from the market. Okay guys?